Howdy, welcome to the Danny Miner Daily Show, and we have a lot to talk about today. We're going to get into Don Lemon being arrested, and I'm going to be very happy about this. I'm going to be very, very happy about this. But the first thing I want to talk about, folks, is I will be heading to Florida tomorrow. From Vegas to Fort Myers, Florida, to do the Be Great podcast. And listen, go follow him on Instagram, here on TikTok, here on Rumble. I'm sure he has a Rumble channel. I'm excited. He has 4 conservative podcast hosts and content creators on his show this weekend, and I'm lucky to be one of them. We are filming, I believe it's 2:30. Yeah, I think it's 2:30 Sunday, I believe. I really have to look through my notes so I'm not late. So I will be flying into Florida Saturday, doing the podcast Sunday, flying out of Fort Myers on Monday. So it's going to be a brief trip to Florida. But I might walk the beach. I got to find the beach. I got to walk it. I'm going to try to find the beach. But thank you, Be Great Podcast. It's an honor to be on your show. It's an honor to be on your show. And I promise you, I'm crazy. I'm going to give you great content. Ask my followers. I'm insane. I'm crazy. Okay? So I promise you it's going to be a great podcast. Now, folks, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Don Lemon was arrested today for what he did at that church. And people are going nuts. Stephen A. Smith, everybody's saying you don't want to live in a free country if you want to see Don Lemon get arrested. He's a freedom of press, freedom of this. How about freedom of religion? Okay, freedom of press. How about freedom of religion? How about that, Stephen A. Smith? Okay, how about freedom of religion that Don Lemon decided to interfere with? He interfered with freedom of religion. Okay, and then when that guy left the church, Don Lemon, knew he did something wrong, he doubled down and called people he didn't know white supremacists and entitled. He walked out of that church. Let me ask you this, Stephen A. Smith. Okay, let me ask you this. Please send this to Stephen A. Smith. Does a journalist leave the church that he just journaled on, reported on, and call them white supremacists and entitled people? To me, that shows why he went in that church. He went in that church because he's a racist. I said what I said, and he don't like white people. Because the minute he left that church, he called them white supremacists and entitled, and he doesn't know one person in that church. So don't fucking tell me freedom of press. Don't tell me freedom of press, Stephen A. fucking Smith. Because that's not freedom of press. He didn't go in there as a journalist. He went in there to cause a disruption and then call white people white supremacists and entitled. So don't give me that bullshit freedom of press. How about freedom of religion? Did we fucking forget that? Did we forget that? There was Christians praying in there, and he interrupted their church, and he knew exactly what they were doing. They all huddled before they went into church. They knew exactly what they were doing, and I love that he was arrested, and he should be arrested. And let me tell you something else. Jim Acosta comes out, that jackass, okay? He comes out and says this is the disgrace, and the only reason, wait for it, the only reason Don Lemon was arrested was because he's black. Here comes the fucking playbook. The same playbook the Democrats use. Let's turn this page. It's because he's black. Oh, that didn't work? Let's turn this page. It's because he's gay, right? That'll be next. Black, gay, anything they can pull out. It's the same page, the same book. We're done with it. Do you realize that don't work anymore? Jim Acosta, that don't work anymore. People are done with the race card. They're done with the gay card. It don't work. Maybe it worked years ago when Biden and Harris were there because people were afraid. We're not afraid. The gay card and the race card don't work. It wasn't because he was black. It's because he went in there and called them white supremacists, entitled, and interrupted their church service. That's why he was arrested, because he don't like white people, and he went in there to disrupt a white church. And then when he left, he doubled down, called them white supremacists. People he didn't know, Jim Acosta, Stephen A. Smith, he didn't know these people, but called them white supremacists. So if he doesn't know white people, but yet calls them white supremacists, what is Don Lemon? Don Lemon is a racist. You heard it here. That's what he is. And he deserves every single thing he got. So screw you, Stephen A. Smith and Jim Acostas. Okay? Okay? He wasn't acting like a journalist. He let you know that the day later when he called all them people white supremacists, people he didn't know, and called them entitled. So don't give me that shit. Don't ever give me that shit. The race card don't work with me. The gay card don't work with me. And it's not working with the American people anymore. So shut that fucking book. Shut the race card book. Shut the gay book. We're done with it. You're not going to make us not say something because you're going to say we're racist or homophobic. We're done with it. You call all of us that. Okay? It's the boy who cried wolf. Okay? We're done with you crying wolf. We're done with it. And so is the Justice Department, because that's why his ass was arrested today. That's why his ass was arrested today. And 96 or 95% conviction rate by the federal government, and most people plead guilty. So let's see what happens to Big Don. Why don't you take it to trial, Don? Let's take this to trial. Let's take this to trial and see what the American people think that you decided to interrupt their church service. And people out there, you think, he shouldn't be arrested. He should be arrested. You want your church service disrupted every time you're in mass? Don Lemon pulls in with a bunch of idiots, with a bunch of blue-haired, septum-piercing idiots? Okay, is that what you want? You want Don Lemon to show up at your church with septum-piercing idiots. Okay, that's what you want. Blue-haired, purple-haired people. Okay? I call them the purple people eaters. They're crazy. They're crazy, and it's mostly women. They're crazy. Again, they did a study on these purple-haired, blue-haired women. 54% of them are insane and on some kind of medication. Pew did a study on these women. I ain't making it up. 54% of them need mental health and are on some kind of medication for mental health. And this is who is telling us how we should run our country. The 54% blue-haired, purple-haired women that are on medication, mental health medication. They're telling us how to live. Okay? The blue-haired people are telling me how to live. When they're taking their pills and sitting in an anxiety corner. Okay? They're telling me how to live. I'm done with it. America is done with it. Jim Acostas, we're done with it. Stephen A. Smith, we're done with it. We're done with the race card. We're done with the gay card. We're done with it all. We're done with it. Okay? We're done with it. You called us every name in the book. Republicans are everything. They're horrible people. You know what Republicans do? They win. They win the House, they win the Senate, and they win the presidency. Okay? So I think that's what the American people want. Okay? Because we want everything, Stephen A. And you could, the midterms, the Democrats, they're going to take the midterms. Folks, how many times have we heard this? Okay? Kamala Harris was up by 11 points. They were pumping champagne, right? That Colville or whatever, that guy that makes the predictions. Oh, it's going to be a landslide. You fucking lost in a landslide. So how much are these polls worth? These polls worth as much as when I flush my toilet. I flush my toilet, that's how good these polls are. Okay? Because the true American person knows this is fucked up. Okay? They want to make us England. Do me a favor. If you have anybody in the UK, call them and ask them about their country. Call them and ask them about their freedom. Because they don't have it anymore in the UK. They lost it to this woke ideology. That's what I call it. It's ideology. This woke nonsense. And I'm telling you, if we let these idiots get back in power in 3 years, we will be the UK. They will be putting me in jail. I won't even have a platform because the minute I say something wrong, they'll put me in jail. Because that's what they do in the UK. Again, for you idiots that don't believe me, Google it. 12,000 people have been put in jail in the UK for Facebook posts and social media posts. 12,000. Again, 1,200 in China, 1,500 in Russia. And when we went to school, Russia and China were communists. We don't want to live there. They're communists. We were lied to. We were lied to. Because the UK put 12,000 people in jail. You know what, UK? You can have your fucking Paris. You can have your London. I want nothing to do with it. I'll never come to your non-freedom country because that's what you are. Non-freedom. And your president or whatever the hell you call him, I forget what you guys call me. You don't call him president. You call him something else. That guy's a weirdo. He is a weirdo. I can't even watch him. I have to turn the channel. That's how weird he is. Okay? So, America, we're done. We're done. They could try to silence us with the race card and the gay card and this and that. We're done. Don't work anymore. It's over. America's seen the light what you're trying to do. The only people that didn't is the mentally ill women with the blue and purple hair. That's it. That's all you got left. That's all you got left. We're done with this crap. We're done with it. Everybody's done with it. I don't know about you guys. I'm sick of it. I'm just totally sick of it. Ugh. Now, they released the Epstein files today. I know Bill Gates is on there. I haven't looked at it, so I can't really say, okay, what I think is going to go on there because I can't really say. I didn't read through it. I'll try to read through it tonight and do some videos tomorrow. I'm leaving, I guess. I think my flight leaves at 12:30 tomorrow here in Vegas. I'll land in Florida at 8. It's like a 4.5-hour flight, and then you got the 3-hour time difference. 4.5 hours on that flight. Oh, I gotta watch a movie. Please let there be a movie. Please let there be a movie. Folks, thank you. I will still do my daily show from the hotel room in Florida, but please, please go watch the Be Great podcast. Please go watch it, folks. Go watch it. It'll be Sunday, and I will hit the clips of it. Go follow him. It's a great conservative podcast, especially if you're conservative. Listen, I know I cut it short tonight. I still packing, getting ready to go. I got ADHD, so I get anxiety when I'm flying. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Don Lemon. Hope you're having fun in jail.